Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Mark Ramone, joined this week by Mark Sherry and our special guest, Lincoln Allen, the managing director for The Drake. And all songs in this show will be from artists who have been or will be performing at The Drake in Amherst, Massachusetts. And you just heard the Upstairs District, Basking in Sunlight. Before that, Winterpills with Cranky. And we started off with Twisted Pine, Bound to Do It Right, the Jersey City song. So let's go to the Upstairs District, Basking in Sunlight, and they're out of Amherst, Massachusetts.
They were formed, I guess, in Amherst, and they're going to be playing actually in a kind of Amherst-centered show right at the Drake on September 22nd.
Right.
And that's with the Baxbys and the Q-Tip Bandits.
Yes, yeah, the Baxbys and the Upstairs District are the two opening acts, and Q-Tip Bandits are touring from Boston coming through. So it's a great way to to mix some Western Mass bands with a touring act. Yeah, the Upstairs District are great. They've played the room before. As you can hear in the song, they really have an interesting sound, and I can tell you their live show is pretty energetic. They really kind of walk the line between almost like a sort of psych rock kind of spacey sort of edge to some more like, alterna indie, driving rock that you might be used to. So they're a fun band.
Yeah, they got that electronica sound to them too.
Right.
A little hint of early new wave too, I think.
Yep, a lot of influences there, and I think they're really finding their sound. They've been around for a few years now. I've seen them twice at the Drake, and they seem to still be evolving and just getting better. So they're a great young band.
Yeah, they were founded apparently in 2020, and Milo Rigolard is the songwriter and writes some pretty interesting lyrics. So they should definitely be going somewhere in the future when we'll be watching them, that's for sure. So again, they're at September 22nd at the Drake. And before that, we had the Winterpills out of Northampton, Mass, and they did the song Cranky, which I've always loved this tune. And their harmonies are just off the chart. They're like the smoothest band around.
Yeah, beautiful songwriting. They have that melancholy, indie, but with an edge kind of sound.
Yes.
Definitely, an established band in the area. They've got quite a history, and yeah, we're excited for that show. That's part of a triple bill on the 21st of September, which is part of a larger Amherst block party event where the whole street will be closed off. There's a bunch of activities happening outside, and then we're doing music inside to kind of wrap up the evening. So excited for that one.
All right. And they're on the bill with Original Cowards and Fancy Trash, who will be playing later in this show.
Yes.
And we started out that block with Twisted Pine doing Bound to Do It Right. This is just a really catchy tune. They're an excellent band. The vocals are so good. Fiddle is excellent. Just a fun and talented band.
Yeah, they're a blast. This band kind of came to us via another show that we had back in December, I think, with another bluegrass band, Mama's Marmalade, which is another semi-local band in the area. So Mama's Marmalade played the show that night, and then they kind of played an extended later set because Twisted Pine was just finishing up a gig across the river, the Parlor Room, and they wanted to come over and jam at the end. So everybody got together and kind of jammed for the encore. So it was like a big bluegrass stage full of musicians, and ended up chatting with, I think, the bass player Chris afterwards. and setting something up. Finally glad to get them in the room. And yeah, at a glance, they're a bluegrass band, but they really have a lot more
Oh yeah.
going on. Yeah, they're not a traditional bluegrass band by any means. Definitely a funky kind of twist on the tradition. So we're excited for that one.
Yeah, they definitely venture out from the bluegrass mold for sure. And they're a band that's now based in Boston, but I guess Chris, who you had mentioned earlier, he's a UMass grad. Yeah, they're just a fun band. And by the way, we didn't mention they're going to be playing November 30th at the Drake, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Our next block, we're going to be playing songs by NRBQ, Fancy Trash, and Lux Deluxe. And we're starting out with Me and the Boys by NRBQ.